Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. It was a bit of an ice problem with the NHL rink. That was why we had to move all the way over to the Olympic rink here. And though they may be two sheets of ice, they're very different. This Olympic one is quite a bit wider than that NHL one. How will that factor into the game? We do not know. Nevertheless, we play on. FM setting it up here. After I believe there was a bit of a penalty from the Lakers there. Kent getting it down deep in the zone, but stopped at the point by Blasi. Gets it back though. Blasi down to Osterley. Osterley sending it towards the middle. Shoots it just wide. Osterley trying to get it towards the middle there, but that's Houghton, who's able to get it out of his own zone, back down towards Wahlberg. Wahlberger getting it around the boards to de Blasi. De Blasi facing some pressure there from Owens of the Lakers. Jack Kent, though, trying to get it out of his zone. It successfully happens because of Josh Whaley, rather bobbling the puck there. It goes into the Lakers zone. Barry picks up. Kent coming across, sends it over to de Blasi. De Blasi shoots, and it's ricocheted off of Whaley's stick. Shoots again off of Whaley's skate. De Blasi surely likes those slap shots there, but obviously with mixed results. Forrest Ives there for the Lakers, sending it on goal there, but covering it is Wahlberger. And we will have a face-off. 10:02 left to go in this third period of play. 2-1 is the score after quite a dramatic set of events here tonight, including a whole rake change. Face-off one back to the Lakers. Trying to get it over to Houghton there. Houghton gets it, comes down low, shoots it off the pipe. Lakers getting it back down into the corner. Lorraine chases, tries to send it over to Wyman there. Kira and Carr and Wyman there fighting in the corner for it. Carr comes out with it, tries to get it up to Beam. Beam denies that Laker there from getting it and keeping it into the zone. But Houghton now takes it back in. All alone, shoots, save made by Wahlberger. Lorraine picking it up now. Off the glass there. Houghton, though, gloves it down. Tries to get it over to his fellow D there, but that will be an offsides call. And thus, a neutral zone faceoff. .14 left to go in this third period of play. 2-1 is still the score. But the stick's flying here. That was the stick of Harrington. But he will go in and chase it. Puts a big body on and knocks it away from that man, who then puts the body on Barry. Forrest Ives there, trying to make something happen with the puck. Gets bodied by Harrington. However, Forrest Ives trying to make something happen with it. Cannot deal very well with the bodies of Harrington and Barry. Haven, though, keeping it in, but put the body on. And the puck is loose, and it goes into the Lakers' hands. They will get it out of their zone. Hit too hard, though. That will be an icing. .27 left to go in the period. 2-1 is the score to the Lakers. Face off to the left of Cy McCrank. One back by the Lakers. It's Houghton getting it up to one of his fellow men, but that's Lorraine keeping it in, getting it over to Greg Manzi. Sorry about that. Get it over, shoots, save made by McCrank. after it was got over to Manzi on the other side. Manzi tried to take a shot, but it was saved by Simon Craig. Face off to his left now. One to the side there. And the Lakers will come out with it. That's Horace Dives. Getting it deep into the Hornets zone, but a bit too deep there. That will be an icing. Face off now to the left side, McCrink in the Lakers zone. One back by the Hornets. Heyman is able to keep it in the zone, sends it into the corner for Barry there. But it falls into the Lakers' hands. That's Houghton taking up the edge. Coming around into the corner, tries to get it towards the center, but it's blocked by Kent, and Harrington will pick it up and sending it up to Barry. Barry getting it out of the zone there, puts a big body on though. And a delayed offsides there, now waved off. And a bit of a confusion there in the center. Luckily, the Hornets were able to recover it, and they get it out of their own zone. That's Colton Ives now. Sending it into the Lakers zone, he goes to change. Manzi getting it up to Barry there, but it falls into the Lakers' hands. They get it up to Whaley. Whaley there fighting with Kurak. Kurak putting a big body on in the corner, coming out with the puck. Sending it over to Osterley. Osterley trying to make something happen on the boards there. Whaley gets it, gets over to the other corner. A bit of fighting over there between Greg Manzi and one of the Lakers players, but the Lakers send it back down deep. Getting it over to, I believe that was Kent there. Gets it over to Manzi. Manzi coming up the ice into the, just barely into the Lakers zone. Stopped by that skate there, but it's Lorraine who keeps it in and takes it deep. Shoots it, and it just goes across. Kurak will keep it in, sending it deep. Greg Manzi chases it, but it goes out the other way. And the Lakers will get it down the length of the ice. That will be once again another icing. 6:20 left to go in the third period of play here. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Lakers. Face off to the left of Simon Crank. One to the side there by the Hornets. Shooting it, it goes off the pad there, and there's a penalty. Sorry, not quite a penalty, but that will be a high sticking. Sorry, it is a penalty. That same man has gone to the box, I believe, 3 times today. That will be a high sticking penalty. And the Lakers will go on the penalty kill once again. Face off to the left of Simon Crank. One to the side by the Lakers, and that's Whaley getting it long around the boards there into the zone of the Hornets. Kent picks it up for the Hornets. Coming around, down the boards, gets by that man, takes it deep into the Lakers zone, stopping in the corner and setting it up, getting it up to Manzi. Manzi getting back to Kent. Kent down to Osterley. Osterley up to Kent. Kent up to Manzi. Manzi shoots off the pad there. And de Blasi tried to dangle it and take a shot, but no shot was off, and Houghton will bring it the other way. And that number 19 kid, Owens, bit of a fall there. Osterley picks it up, and that will be offsides on the Hornets themselves. One of the Lakers there was arguing that it would be all the way down and it was intentional. However, the refs argue that that is not the case. About halfway through this penalty for the Lakers there, as the Hornets win the face-off and rather slowly try to set something up. Carr, though, with speed, gets into the corner and sets something up. Getting up to Kent. Kent just keeping it in. goes into the hands of Forrest Ives. He shoots it, and the deflection makes it just go wide of the net. A bit of rebounding in front, but nothing comes in, and Kent is able to keep it in. Over to Barry. Barry takes a shot, but it goes wide. Carr getting it over to Manzi. Manzi coming out with it, setting something up for the last 10 seconds of this penalty kill here. Kent over towards the goal there, sending it towards the middle, but nothing comes of it, and they're even strength as the penalty is killed off. And a bit of a big open ice hit there from the man just coming out of the bench after a change from the man in the box. That will be an icing. 4:32 left in this third period of play here. The score is still 2-1. You wonder if FM has anything up their sleeve for the next 4.5 minutes. Face off to the left of Conrad Wahlberg. Wanted to side by the Hornets there, but the Lakers surely putting on the pressure. Lakers trying to get control of it. It goes up to de Blasi, and de Blasi for the Hornets will get it out of his own zone. Coming up the ice with speed. Gets it into the corner, sends it towards the center, and it almost ricocheted off a leg there of Beam into the goal, but the Lakers will take it the other way. Coming into the zone now is Owens. Coming around, tries to wrap it around, but no avail. McEwen will take it the other way. Sends it up to Beam. Beam taking a bit of a hard shot there as he contacted the corner of the glass. McEwen trying to make something happen. Carr keeps it in, but the Lakers will try to get it back, and they will take it out of their zone. That's Owens. Getting over to McEwen again. McEwen coming back around after a bit of pressure is put on him. And they put it into the Lakers zone, where the Lakers will regroup. Forrest Ives having it now. Sends it all the way up to Marshall there. Sending it over to one of his fellow players in Carr there. Sending it over to Wahlberger. Wahlberger sending it back into the corner. Hostilly trying to get it out, but that man gloves it down. Hostilly gets it back and back up to Manzi. Manzi biding his time, trying to set something up here. Makes several moves, shoots it just wide of the net. Trying to get it back into the Lakers zone there is Kent, but the Lakers, through Forrest Ives, will take it into the Hornets zone. Making several moves there. Wahlberger sends it up the boards there, and it shot from the man at the point, but Wahlberger turns it away. Being there in the corner. Bit of confusion there as to who would have gotten it. But the Lakers get it back into the corner, taking advantage of that confusion. Works behind the net, comes back around, tries to get to the man in the center, but it goes back behind the net. Back to the center, and it's gloved up by Wahlberger. .2:11 left to go in this third period of play. The scores remains at 2-1. Winning it back though is the Lakers. After that Hornets zone faceoff there, Whaley trying to take it towards the net there is stopped by Kurak. Whaley though picking it up again in the corner. Getting up to the point there, that's Houghton shooting, and the rebound is scored. And the score stands at now 3-1 to the Lakers over the Hornets. .152 left to go in this third period of play here in Cicero. We'll wonder if the Hornets here have anything miraculous up their sleeves. We hope so. Winning it back though is the Lakers. Forrest Ives gets it into the Hornets zone. Osterley there fighting in the corner with it, joined by Jack Kent. Kent, though, getting it up to the point, shoots it, save made. It's a bit of a scrum in the center there, but they get it over to the corner where Andrew Heyman will pick it up and skid it a bit, getting it all the way over to Manzi. Manzi bringing it into the Lakers zone. Trying to make some moves there, gets it toward the center, but it's snapped up by McCrake. .116 left to go in the third period of play here in Cicero. The score stands at 3-1 after that recent goal from the Lakers. What will the FM Hornets do in this scenario? Manzi getting it towards the center there. And a bit of chaos there in the middle. Some of the Hornets there tried to jab at the puck, trying to get it in there, but to no avail. Face off on the opposite side now in the same zone to the left of McCrink. One back for the Hornets, shoots it, and a save made by McCrink. And they will send it down the leg of the net, and it just misses that open net there. And that will be an icing instead of a goal. Face off in the Lakers zone there to the right of McCrink. Bit of trippage in the middle there as the face-off was won forward by the Lakers there. Jack Kent will pick it up. Sheltering behind his own net, leaves it for Manzi there on their little play that they love to do, but Whaley will pick it up, but Kent grabs it for the Hornets, shoots it, save made by McCrake, and he will cover. Bit of smack talk here going on between Jack Kent and Forrest Ives. Certainly both teams very tense at this point. 35 seconds though left to go in this third period. One to the side by the Lakers. The Lakers will ice it up to that man up in the attacking zone. They will try to get it towards the center, but Osterley is able to defend it from going into the open net. Shooting it though, and he goes wide, and that's an icing. No, sir, you do not get that open net goal. 14.4 seconds left to go in the third period of play here. 3-1 is the score. Lakers win it back, and they will try to kill time now. In a rather bit of a dirty but all too common play there. They will waste the time. 2-1, and that will do it. Final score, 3-1. The Cazenovia Lakers have won over the FM Hornets. Quite the turn of events. A very eventful game on both sides, especially in the rink itself, having to switch over on the whole ice sheet due to ice malfunctions for the third period. But the final score will stand at 3-1. The Lakers have triumphed over the Hornets. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this edition of Hornets Hockey. Join us tomorrow as the Hornets will face off against the Beeville Bees for a rematch of the first game of the season. What will be the outcome of that one? Well, you'll just have to find out. So tune in tomorrow. And we wish you all a good night.